I've had a joke challenge sent in by a couple of friends who've asked me to write jokes about Michelle Mone and a spatula. Those jokes will be in the form of what's the difference or similarity, that sort of thing. If we don't know who Michelle Mone is, well done. She's awful. Michelle Mone is a life peer who's been involved in a PPE scandal where she claimed that she had no involvement in a company that she recommended through the fast-track procurement process for acquiring PPE during the pandemic, and then had to admit that in fact she was covering that up to protect her family or her business interests. And if we look at her Wikipedia page, and I have, you'll see a series of other dodgy dealings, a lifetime of being unscrupulous, allegedly, and awful. So we have the challenge that I should write a joke comparing Michelle Mone to a spatula. Have I written a joke comparing those two? Of course I haven't. I have written 10. And here is joke number the first. What is the similarity between Michelle Mone and a spatula? Both should have their heads plunged deeply into some hot fat. Number 2. What is the similarity between Michelle Mone and a spatula? Both are accustomed to being in a scrape. Joke number 3. What is the similarity between Michelle Mone and a spatula? You'll rarely find either of them in the House of Lords. Number 4. What is the similarity or difference between Michelle Mone and a spatula? One's available in the form of a cheap plastic model, and so's the other. Number 5. What is the difference between Michelle Mone and a spatula? One helps to spread icing on a cake. The other helps to spread the coronavirus pandemic. Number 6. What's the difference between Michelle Mone and a spatula? As a child, when baking with my mum, I never once asked if I could lick the Michelle Mone. Number 7. What is the difference between Michelle Mone and the spatula? One flips pancakes, the other flips dodgy PPE in a pandemic. Number 8. What is the similarity between Michelle Mone and a spatula that's kind of the form of a fish slice? What is the similarity between them? Both are incredibly fishy. Number 9. What is the difference between Michelle Mone and a spatula? One helps avoid burgers sticking to the grill, the other avoids taxes. And number 10. What is the similarity between Michelle Mone and a spatula? I'm pretty sure that David Cameron has been spanked by both of them. And of course it wouldn't be one of these at-home in-joke challenges if I didn't also include a song. Michelle Mone, where has all the money gone? 122 million for some useless PPE. Michelle, you're on the take. You're only interested in the money you make. Your weight loss pills are also fake, and your cryptocurrency fell. Michelle, you once said people who riot, steal and cover their faces deserve zero human rights. Then you sold some bogus face coverings, then covered that up. How do you sleep at night? You said people should work hard and not look for excuses, while you voted against tax cuts for the poor. But you don't think that should apply to you as well. Michelle, you couldn't care less. You're a callous Karen who's apparently a baroness. You're alleged to have sent some vicious racist texts, who can tell? Michelle. So there we are, a song and 10 jokes about Michelle Mone and a spatula. I hope that met the brief.